Well, very important. There's a really interesting conversation going on in this gallery. It's addressing subjects which are very familiar to all of us. The need for credible elections and how you can deliver credible elections. And one of the themes that emerged from the conversation so far is that a lot of the concepts that are important in credible elections are familiar to everyone. We all know what makes credible elections. The institutions know, the individuals know, political leaders know, voters know. Everyone knows what makes a credible election. So it should, in theory, be possible. And a lot of these concepts are very simple. They're concepts like your vote is secret. That is a very simple concept. But conversations around the country that I hear and studies that are done in the country show that a lot of people don't actually have confidence that voting is secret. A large number of people, and that's an important point, because of course, if you don't believe your vote is secret, then you might not vote the way you actually believe you should vote. So it was great to see earlier this year the Prime Minister issuing a statement about the secrecy of the vote. But I think that a lot more can be done in order to reinforce that. For political leaders to make it absolutely clear that the vote is secret, that the government has no way of finding out how an individual voted. And not just for political leaders, but for people at all levels through the voting mechanism to make this point and to reinforce it. It's very important.
Part of Macedonian people are under pressure to vote for one political party. On that practice, we can say that there will be a fair election and credible election.
Right. Well, this is why the secrecy of the vote is so important. If you know that your vote is secret, then you can go into that polling station and you can vote in the way that you believe is right. It's, of course, a very important question, but different countries handle that particular question differently. In some democracies, it is entirely possible for people who are subject to indictments or indeed who are facing court cases to stand for election. In some other countries, some other democracies, it's not possible. And this is something for individual democracies to decide. Well, I was sent here as the United Kingdom's ambassador to Macedonia to represent British views and British policy. And the same is true of many other ambassadors here in Skopje. They represent their country's opinions and their country's policies. I do that to the best of my ability, and the points that I make and the actions that we take are targeted exactly at that. For 25 years now, the United Kingdom has been a strong supporter of Macedonia. We see ourselves as a critical friend of Macedonia. We like to provide all the support we can where we see that it is possible to provide support. So, for example, in 2005, when Britain had the presidency of the European Union, Macedonia officially became a candidate state of the European Union. And it's that kind of support which we can and are willing to provide because it's in our interest. At the same time, the critical bit, the candid bit, is about giving messages where we think it's necessary to give some steer about where things are perhaps not going quite right. And of course that means difficult messages are coming out. But it is, of course, much the most effective type of friendship if one is honest and transparent